Good morning, America. This is Michael Hale from Red Zone Radio. And if you're driving to work, pouring your first coffee, or staring at your ceiling trying to convince yourself it's worth getting up, yeah, we're here with you. It's 6 a.m. Eastern, usual morning routine, traffic doing what traffic does, weather doing what weather does, and the city doing what the city always does, moving fast, complaining faster.
I'm Jenny Torres, and I just want to say, if you're already honking right now, it is 6 in the morning. Who raised you?
Some of these people were raised by horns. That's how they communicate.
Mike's already in rare form today. Quick traffic. Brooklyn Bridge is building up early. If you're coming from Jersey into the tunnel, you already know. Don't pretend you don't.
Weather's steady, chilly, dry, nothing dramatic. Which is nice. We could use one normal morning.
Don't say that out loud. The universe hears you.
The universe is busy. It's got bigger things to do than mess with...
Okay, hold on. My phone is... I'm getting a lot of texts, like back to back.
From who? Your mom telling you to eat breakfast?
No, listeners. It's the same thing over and over. Weird lights, strange lights in the sky, shimmering thing over Brooklyn.
Over Brooklyn?
Here's one. I'm on my stoop and there's something above the buildings. It's just hanging there. Another, looks like the sky is rippling. Another, anybody else seeing this?
New York sees one weird thing and immediately assumes it's a new personality trait.
That's not fair. Sometimes we assume it's a new restaurant.
All right, listen. It's early. People see a reflection, a plane line, a helicopter, a bright star, then it becomes weird lights. Happens all the time.
Except they're all describing it the same way. Shimmering, stationary, silent.
Stationary could be a planet. Venus tricks people every year.
Mike loves Venus. If Venus got a fan club, Mike would run it.
Mock proud. Venus deserves better PR.
Mike, I'm also getting texts from outside Brooklyn. Jersey City, Newark. Someone in Philly says they see the same thing.
Okay, but same thing might mean bright thing.
Someone says they're in Cleveland and their kid woke them up because the sky looks wrong.
Pause. Mild shift. Cleveland's a long way from Brooklyn.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, let's not do the internet spiral. We'll check something real. We've got our traffic helicopter up, right?
Ray's up already.
Perfect. If anyone's going to see something unusual first, it's Ray. Patch him in.
Red Zone, this is Ray. You guys hearing about this?
Morning, Ray. Yeah, we're getting texts. What do you see?
Traffic's normal. The BQE is a mess like always. But up over the East River area, there's something. It looks like a bright patch. It's not moving, it's not a spotlight, and it's not a cloud.
Shape? Color?
It's hard. It's like when heat distorts air above a road, but it's in the sky, and it's clean, like a smooth shimmer in a shape that shouldn't be there.
Rational? Any chance it's just a weird atmospheric layer?
Maybe, but I've seen weather do weird things. I've seen haze. This feels different. And my co-pilot says his ears feel pressured.
Concerned? Any sound?
Not that I can hear over the engine, but Mike, people on other frequencies are talking about it too. Other pilots, not just us.
Other pilots are discussing it.
Yeah, nobody's saying what it is, just, you see that? Yeah, I see that. That kind of thing.
All right. Ray, don't chase it. Stay on your route. If anything changes, movement, expansion, anything, you tell us. And if you feel unsafe, you come down. No hero stuff.
Relieved. Copy. And for the record, if this is some tech billionaire drone stunt, I want their number. I'm billing them.
Mike, Jenny, we've got a caller who says he's an amateur astronomer. And also, our inbox just jumped, like it's flooding. Something's going on out there.
Put the astronomer through. And Tim, watch the wire feeds. Anything official, we treated carefully.
Copy.
And just so we're following our own rules, male callers go to Jenny.
Got it. Patch him in. You're on Red Zone. Jenny here. What's your name?
Evan, hi. Look, I'm not trying to start panic. I'm an amateur astronomer. I'm part of a bunch of astronomy groups, and people are reporting right now from all over.
What do you mean by all over?
Multiple U.S. cities, and also Europe. People in forums in the UK are posting. Someone in Australia, and they're describing the same kind of thing. Shimmering, stationary patch, like a geometric distortion in the sky.
People online can copy each other's descriptions.
Yes, I know, but here's why I called. Some observatories are detecting anomalous signals, not social media signals, actual instrument signals.
Signals like what? Radio?
Yeah, that's the word being used, and they say it looks structured, repeating sequences.
Evan, do you personally have access to that data?
Honestly, no. I'm seeing it secondhand, but it's coming from people who, they don't post nonsense. They're usually the ones shutting down nonsense.
That's interesting. Most of the time, the astronomy people are the ones yelling at everyone to calm down.
Exactly.
Evan, if you had to give your best rational explanation, what is it?
Atmospheric phenomenon, maybe? Something with the ionospheric. But the global part doesn't fit, and the timing doesn't fit.
So you're unsettled.
Yeah, I am.
Evan, thank you. Please send any credible updates you see through the station email, especially if anything comes from a university, observatory, or official channel.
I will. And Jenny, please tell people not to climb roofs. People are already acting stupid.
We will. Thanks, Evan.
Guys, multiple news outlets are now running developing story banners. They're not calling it anything, but they're acknowledging unusual aerial phenomena being reported.
Multiple outlets, meaning not some random blog?
National networks, local affiliates in Chicago, Seattle. I'm also seeing international English feeds. It's broad.
Okay, that means whatever this is, it's not just a local weirdness.
All right, we stay calm, we keep it clean, we keep you informed. And if you're listening outside New York, tell us what you're seeing. We're not a New York-only story. This is America. We're all in this together.
And if you're at work and your coworker says it's aliens, take a breath before you throw a stapler.
Please don't throw staplers.
Mike, I'm getting texts from people saying the internet is slowing down already, like pages aren't loading.
That makes sense if millions of people are trying to upload video at the same time.
So radio might become one of the few places people can actually get stable information.
Let's hope we don't become the only stable thing in a morning like this. 6:55 a.m. Eastern. We're coming up on the top of the hour. If you're just tuning in, keep your eyes on the road. If you're parked safely and looking up, okay, but don't make this worse.
And if you're feeling that weird tightness in your chest, like something's off, yeah, you're not alone.
We're going to roll into the next hour with more verification, more calls, and hopefully something official that helps this make sense.
Or at least helps us label what we're seeing.
Yeah, 7 a.m. Eastern. If you're just joining, I'm Michael Hale.
I'm Jenny Torres. Quick recap. Beginning around 6 a.m., we started receiving mass reports of strange lights and shimmering shapes in the sky. Our traffic pilot Ray confirmed seeing a stationary bright distortion over New York.
Since then, we're hearing similar reports from across the U.S. and, if sources hold, international cities too.
London, Tokyo, Sydney are all being mentioned. That's not the kind of thing you can shrug off as a weird New York morning.
Tim's watching the wires. Tim, what do we actually have that's solid?
Solid. Multiple local stations across the country are reporting unexplained lights and aerial anomalies. There are wire blurbs referencing the same. And, this is important, aviation agencies are acknowledging they're aware.
That's the first official adjacent thing.
NASA posted a short statement, investigating atmospheric anomalies and unusual light phenomena. FAA says, monitoring reports of unusual visual conditions. They're not saying cause.
Those are two agencies. That's significant. Still vague, but significant.
It's the vagueness that gets people.
Vague means they don't know yet, or they're not ready to say.
Or they do know and they don't want to say.
We're not going to guess. We're going to track.
We've got our field correspondent in Times Square. Alicia's been there since just after 6. Patch her in.
This is Alicia. I'm here, and the crowd is bigger. People are arriving, and the first thing they do is stop and look up. It's like instinct.
Are they calm?
Calm-ish, but it's fragile. People are arguing about what it is. I heard weather, and I heard military, and I heard this is it. And I'm seeing police trying to keep sidewalks moving.
What do you see?
It's hard to describe. It's like a clean-edged, bright distortion, like a patch of sky that doesn't match the sky around it. You can't look at it too long without feeling off.
Any reports of sound?
People are claiming they feel a low vibration, but it's inconsistent. Some say yes, some say no. Everyone agrees it's silent in the normal sense.
Alicia, stay safe. Don't get stuck in a crowd surge if it shifts.
Copy. And just so you know, people here are getting texts from out of state saying we see it too. I watched a guy show his friend a message from his mother in Texas saying she's seeing the same thing.
Texas, too.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not just coastal, that's interior, too.
Mike, this is the moment where people start making decisions. Do they send kids to school? Do they go to work? Do they stay inside? And nobody has answers yet.
Which is why we're going to be careful. And we're not going to say, do this, unless there's an actual reason.
We are getting messages from parents, though.
We'll address it, but we need more information first.
Guys, reports of military jets being scrambled over multiple cities. Chicago, D.C. region, L.A. area. No official explanation.
That's a step up.
Military response can also be precaution. If there's an unidentified visual phenomenon near major airports, they launch to identify and secure airspace.
But identify what, Mike?
That's the question.
Also, the internet is slowing down worse. People are complaining they can't load videos, can't refresh feeds.
Millions searching at once, that's predictable.
It means rumor is going to spread faster than facts.
Which means we keep it steady. We do not pour fuel on it.
We've got station management messaging. They want you to keep it light, no panic.
Keep it light.
That's easy for them to say from a conference room.
Okay, we'll keep the tone calm, but we're not going to pretend we're not seeing what we're seeing. People are scared. Acting like it's a joke is how you lose trust.
Exactly.
All right, call her online. Tim?
Male caller, works at an observatory, says colleagues are freaking out. Line 2.
Mail goes to Jenny. Patch and Ben.
You're on Red Zone. Jenny here. Name?
Derek, I work at an observatory connected to a university. I can't say which one.
That's fine. Tell us what you can.
Around just before 6 Eastern, our instruments started picking up repeating sequences, not random noise, not the usual interference, structured.
Structured how?
Sets of pulses with spacing that repeats, like it was built, and we cross-checked with partner facilities, and they're seeing it too.
Could it be satellites, military, human-made?
That was our first thought, but this appears across multiple independent systems, and here, this is what got my supervisor's attention. Word came through that major observatories worldwide are detecting it simultaneously.
Worldwide?
Yes, people don't say worldwide lightly in my world.
Derek, could this be a coordinated prank? Some shared misinterpretation?
If it was one facility, yes. If it was one instrument, yes. But this is too many independent readings. We're not all making the same mistake at the same moment.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. I just know it looks intelligent.
Okay. Derek, thank you. Please stay safe and don't put yourself in trouble. If your university releases anything official, send it to us.
My job feels very small right now.
Yeah, I hear you.
Looks intelligent. That's not a phrase you want to hear at 7:20 a.m.
Mike, my sister in LA just texted again. She says it's visible over the skyline. Same shimmering patch.
So, New York, LA, multiple cities, and international reports.
And NASA and FAA are being careful, and the military is up in the air, and observatories are picking up repeating patterns.
Which means we're past quirky morning. We're in something is happening and nobody is ready to name it.
We're going to take one more call. Tim, what's on deck?
Emergency Services Dispatcher on Line 3. Male.
Mail goes to Jenny. Patch him through.
You're on Red Zone. Ginny here. What's your name?
Mark, I'm a dispatcher. I'm calling on my break. I'm not authorized to speak officially. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in real time.
Understood. Speak generally. What's happening?
Call volume is up. People are calling 911 because they see something in the sky. People are calling because they're panicking. People are calling because their neighbor is panicking, and now they're panicking too.
Any actual emergencies tied to it? Accidents?
A few fender benders from people stopping and looking up. Some medical calls, panic attacks, chest pain, people hyperventilating. It's not mass chaos yet, but it's building.
Are you hearing anything from law enforcement?
They're getting flooded too. Officers are being sent to observe in certain areas, but they're not explaining much. Just check it out, report back, that kind of thing.
So nobody has answers at your level either.
No, we're as in the dark as everyone else.
Mark, thank you, and please tell your people to take care of themselves. This is a marathon day.
It's already a marathon, and the sun's barely up.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's important. Not because it proves what the phenomenon is, because it shows the effect on people is real.
Fear spreads faster than facts.
Exactly.
Guys, international reports are now confirmed on multiple outlets. London, Tokyo, Sydney. They're using the same language. Unexplained. They're showing similar videos.
So it's global.
Which means, whatever it is, it's not a localized event, and it's not a simple weather pocket.
Mike, if this is global, then what are we actually looking at?
We're looking at a mystery, and we're going to keep it that way until we can prove more.
But we also can't keep telling people it's probably nothing.
We're not. We're telling them it's unknown, being investigated, and affecting multiple regions.
And we're telling them to stay calm, even if we're struggling to stay calm ourselves.
Yeah. 7:50 a.m. Eastern. Here's what we know. People across America are reporting the same kind of visual phenomenon. Reports are coming in from major international cities. NASA and the FAA have issued vague investigative statements. Military activity has been reported over multiple cities without explanation. Observatories, according to a caller with credible-sounding details, are detecting repeating patterns that appear structured.
And emergency services are seeing an unusual surge of calls. Panic, fear, people not knowing what to do.
Which means we're heading into the next hour with rising tension and still no clear label for what's happening.
Mike, Ray just texted Tim. He says the patch over New York looks bigger.
Bigger.
And my sister in LA says theirs looks brighter, more defined.
Okay.
That's not how nothing behaves.
No, it isn't.
7:58 a.m. Eastern. You're on Red Zone Radio.
And whatever this is, it's not staying small.
8:02 a.m. Eastern. You're still on Red Zone Radio. I'm Michael Hale.
I'm Jenny Torres, and the last 2 hours have been weird, in a way that's hard to explain without sounding like you've lost your mind.
Quick recap for anyone tuning in late. Since 6 a.m., we've been receiving reports across the U.S. and then internationally about shimmering, stationary objects or patches in the sky. FAA and NASA have issued vague, investigating anomaly statements. We've heard credible-sounding reports from an observatory employee about repeating signal patterns. Emergency services are getting flooded with calls. And now, this is key, those shimmering shapes are becoming easier to see as daylight comes in.
Which is the opposite of what people hoped, by the way. A lot of folks were thinking, okay, the sun comes up and it'll disappear. That is not what's happening.
No, it's not.
Mike, videos are getting clearer. Not better quality, but clearer in what they show.
Yeah, and we need to talk about that carefully, because a video can be fake, it can be edited, it can be misunderstood.
Absolutely. But there are a lot of videos showing the same kind of movement.
Movement is the new word, because earlier it was stationary. Now we're hearing some of these things are shifting.
And not like drifting clouds, not like planes. People are describing right angle turns.
And instant acceleration.
Which is the moment your brain kind of hits a wall. Because everything we know in our bones says that's not how objects move.
That's why we're going to bring in someone who can explain what's physically possible and what's not. We've got a physicist on the line.
Female?
Dr. Chen. Okay, female color. I'll take it. Patridger.
Dr. Chen, you're on Red Zone. This is Michael. Tell us who you are and what you're seeing.
I'm Dr. Lena Chen. I'm a physicist. I work in aerospace-adjacent research. I'm calling because what's appearing in the public videos, If those videos are authentic, shows motion profiles that don't match known aircraft, drones, or any conventional propulsion.
When you say motion profiles, what do you mean in plain English for people driving right now?
Imagine you're watching a car. It accelerates gradually. It turns with a curve. It has to, because the people inside and the vehicle structure can't handle instant changes in speed or direction. The clips circulating show objects that appear to go from still to extremely fast, with no ramp up, then stop, then change direction sharply, like a 90-degree turn, without slowing down.
And that matters because?
Because if a physical object did that under the rules we understand, the forces involved would destroy it, or anything inside it. The acceleration would be catastrophic.
So you're saying it's impossible?
With our technology, with our material science, with what we publicly know, yes. The acceleration alone would pulverize most structures, and if there were occupants, it would be lethal.
That's a heavy statement.
I want to be precise. I'm not saying what it is. I'm saying the behavior doesn't fit anything we can explain with known engineering.
People are hearing the word unknown, and their minds are filling in the blanks.
I know, and that's why I'm calling. Because when people are scared, they either laugh it off or they jump to the worst conclusion. The honest position right now is something is happening that's outside our normal categories.
We're also hearing reports these shapes are visible now in full daylight, and that they're large, geometric.
The size question is complicated, because humans are terrible at estimating size in the sky without reference points. But if multiple independent sightings describe consistent geometry, sharp edges, symmetry, that's unusual. Nature tends to make messy shapes. Human engineering makes sharp lines.
And people are saying they look like huge shapes over major cities.
Quiet. That's what worries me. Not because it proves intent, but because it suggests whatever this is either extremely coordinated or extremely widespread.
Firm. Dr. Chen, one last thing. People are asking, is it military? Is it a foreign country? Is it some secret tech?
Cautious. Could it be secret tech? In theory, governments have projects the public doesn't know about, but you do not test something like that over every major population center in broad daylight, and you don't see the same phenomenon worldwide at the same moment. That doesn't fit the pattern of a normal test program.
Okay.
Grave. Michael, whatever happens next, people need clear communication. Silence creates panic.
Understood. Dr. Chen, thank you for your clarity.
Soft. Please tell people to stay calm and stay safe.
We will.
Mike, that call is going to sit in people's stomachs.
It's already sitting in mine.
Tim, what do we have from official channels? Anything beyond investigating?
There's an emergency press conference being announced, federal level. They're calling it a briefing on ongoing aerial anomalies.
Okay. That's one.
And the fact they're using the word anomalies means they don't have a clean explanation ready.
Or they do, and they don't want to say it yet.
Either way, people are going to read between the lines.
And that's why we're going to stick to facts, and let the rest stay blank until it's filled by something real.
Confused. Mike, there's another thing trending now. People are saying the International Space Station feed is gone.
Gone how?
Reading, routine maintenance. That's the phrase being posted by the official channel. But people are pointing out the timing.
Of course they are.
Concerned. And you can't blame them, because if you were the person running a space feed and something unknown was in the sky, you'd probably, yeah.
We can't confirm why it's down. We can confirm it's down. Those are different things.
Quiet.
Understood. Focused. Let's go back to our field reporter. Alicia was in Times Square and said crowds were gathering. What's it look like now with daylight?
Professional. Patch Alicia.
This is Alicia. It's brighter out now, and people can see it more clearly, which is making things worse.
Describe what you're seeing.
It looks like a huge geometric presence above the city, not like a cloud, not like haze. It has edges. It has shape. People are pointing and arguing about how big it is, and some are crying, like grown adults just crying.
Uneasy. Any movement?
Tense. Not dramatic movement, but a slow shift, like it's repositioning. And when it does, it's too smooth. It doesn't drift. It slides.
Like it's choosing where to be.
Quiet. Yeah, that's exactly how it feels. And police are starting to set up barriers. They're trying to keep people from moving into open intersections.
Concerned. Are there any medical issues?
Stressed. I saw an ambulance stop. Someone fainted. People are overwhelmed. Panic attacks. People dropping to the sidewalk. A guy near me kept saying, "It's too big," over and over, like a prayer.
Firm. Alicia, don't get boxed in. If the crowd surges, you move.
Quick, I will. And Mike, cell service here is getting weird. People are holding their phones up like they're trying to catch signal. Messages are delayed. Videos aren't sending.
Interference.
Low. Yeah. It's like the closer you are under it, the more your phone just struggles.
Controlled. Okay, Alicia, keep your line open as best you can. Thank you.
So it's affecting communications.
And that was one of the early signs. Internet slowing, cell networks glitching. Now we're hearing it's localized near the objects.
Which means the closer people get, the less ability they have to get help.
That's a dangerous mix.
The briefing is live. They're talking. Okay, let's listen and then we'll summarize. We're not going to speculate in the middle of it.
Agreed.
All right. Here's what's being said in the briefing. Very carefully worded. They are confirming unidentified aerial objects have been observed over multiple locations. They are confirming they are in communication with aviation authorities. They are saying there is no confirmed hostile activity at this time.
At this time. That phrase is doing a lot of work.
They are not naming origin. They are not confirming what the objects are. They are emphasizing public calm.
So basically, yes, it's real. No, we won't tell you what it is.
That's the shape of it.
And that's going to make people more anxious, not less.
I know.
We've got callers lining up with one question. Do I pick up my kids?
Yeah, that's starting.
Female caller, parent. Line 4. Female caller, Michael takes it. Put her through.
You're on Red Zone. This is Michael. What's your name?
Sarah. Michael, my hands are shaking. I'm in Queens. My kid's in elementary school. They're saying everything is normal, but it's not normal because I can see it out my window.
Sarah, breathe with me for a second, okay? You're not crazy. A lot of people are feeling what you're feeling. Tell me what the school is telling you.
They sent a message saying classes continue, no emergency, but my neighbor says she's going to pick her kids up anyway, and I don't want to be the only parent who doesn't, but I also don't want to drive into chaos.
That's a real dilemma. And I can't tell you what to do because every school district is going to handle this differently. Here's what I can tell you. If your school is in communication with local authorities and they're saying it's safe, that's a signal they don't have an immediate threat warning. But if you feel you can safely pick your child up without putting yourself or others at risk, you're not wrong to want to be close to your kid right now.
What if something happens and I'm not there?
I hear you. Listen, call the school office directly. Ask if they have a plan if conditions change. Ask if they're sheltering kids inside away from windows. You're allowed to ask those questions.
They're not answering phones. It keeps going to voicemail.
Okay. Cell networks are strained right now in some areas. If you can, try again in a few minutes. If you go calmly. Don't speed, don't panic drive. And if roads are gridlocked, sometimes staying put is safer than joining a wave.
My son asked me this morning if the sky is broken.
That's a heartbreaking way to put it. Tell him the sky isn't broken. Tell him grown-ups are trying to understand something unusual. And tell him you love him. That part matters no matter what.
Okay.
You're doing your best, Sarah. Call back if anything changes. And please, take care of yourself.
Thank you. That's where America is right now. Parents trying to decide what normal even means.
Yeah, and it's only 8:30.
Another key point. We're getting reports the military is establishing observation perimeters around some of the hovering objects.
Which makes sense if they're trying to keep crowds back.
But the phrase perimeter also makes people think danger.
Exactly.
And because cell networks are glitching near these things, radio may become, again, one of the most reliable ways for people to hear updates.
Which means we stay on. We do not go off air today.
People need a steady voice.
Mike, there's a clip on live television. A former NASA official is being interviewed, and he just used the word. He used the word.
What word?
Extraterrestrial.
He said it?
On live TV, he said extraterrestrial as a possibility. He said not consistent with terrestrial origin.
Okay, that's a credible source using language that changes the ground under people.
We're still not labeling this. but it tells you where the conversation is going.
It tells you experts are running out of comfortable boxes. 9:10 a.m. Eastern. We're going to keep moving carefully. We're seeing clearer daylight visuals, massive geometric shapes over major cities. We're seeing cell interference near some objects. We've heard reports of military perimeters. We've watched an official briefing confirm unidentified objects without explanation. And now we have a former NASA official publicly acknowledging extraterrestrial as a serious possibility.
Which, even if it's not definitive, is something you don't say casually on a morning show.
No.
We've got a male caller from a rural area. He says it's not just cities now. Line 6.
Male caller. Jenny takes it.
Composed tense. You're on Red Zone. Jenny here. Name?
Caleb. I'm in western Pennsylvania. Not a city. Not even close. And there's one out here, too.
Describe what you're seeing, Caleb.
It's above the tree line. It's huge. And the weird thing is, there's no traffic noise out here usually, so you'd think you'd hear something. But it's silent. And it's like the air feels heavier.
Are other people outside?
Yeah. My neighbors are in their yard. My wife told me to stop talking about it and come inside, but I can't stop looking. It's like you feel stupid looking, but you can't not look.
That's a human reaction. What's your biggest concern right now?
That we're not in the story. Like, it's not just over the big cities. It's everywhere. And if it's everywhere, then whatever this is, it's not a demonstration. It's like it's claiming the whole sky.
That's a heavy thought.
I got kids. I don't know what to tell them.
Tell them the truth in a way they can hold. Something unusual is happening, and grown-ups are working on it. Keep them close. Keep your routine as much as possible. Routine calms the nervous system, even when the world feels unreal.
Okay.
And Caleb, if you hear official guidance from local authorities, follow that. Don't go toward it. Don't drive out to get closer. Give yourself distance.
Yeah, I'm going inside now.
Good. Thank you for calling.
That was one of the most honest descriptions. Claiming the whole sky.
And that's exactly the feeling people have. Like the sky isn't just background anymore. It's active. It's present.
9:45 a.m. Eastern. Another update. Stock markets are reacting. I'm seeing early reports that trading is being paused in multiple places.
That's the other side of fear. Systems reacting.
When markets pause, it means uncertainty is extreme. It means nobody can price reality.
And if markets pause, people hear that and they start thinking, okay, this is real.
And then comes the next behavior.
Panic buying.
Yep, we're seeing reports from multiple cities of grocery stores filling up. People clearing shelves. Water, batteries, the usual. It's the human urge to do something. Anything that feels like control. And traffic is getting worse because now people aren't just commuting, they're moving. This is the moment where a normal day turns into a memory day. The day you'll remember where you were when you saw it.
Guys, the president is scheduled to address the nation in 15 minutes.
The president?
That's our second government announcement this section. That's the ceiling. But yeah, we're going to carry the summary carefully.
If the president is speaking before noon, this is not atmospheric anomaly anymore.
Agreed. All right. The president has spoken. Here is the core message, as clearly as we can summarize. The objects are infirmed. They are present over multiple locations. They are described as not of terrestrial origin.
Not of terrestrial origin. That's the line.
And he urged calm. He said cooperation. He said they are mobilizing scientific and security resources. He did not give technical details. He did not give intent.
So now it's official. Not rumor, not trending, not shaky clips. Official.
Humanity just got told on a weekday morning that something not from Earth is in our sky.
And every person listening is reacting in their own way right now. Some are crying, some are laughing, some are staring, some are praying, some are buying water like it's the end.
And some are still going to work because their boss doesn't care about the universe.
That part is also true.
Focused.
Reports are now confirming objects hovering over every major city, plus multiple rural locations, which matches Caleb's call.
So it's not a targeted incident. It's a presence.
And we're getting religious statements now. Leaders calling it divine, or calling it demonic, or calling it a test.
That's predictable in a moment like this. People grab the framework that's kept them steady their whole life.
And some frameworks are going to clash.
Which is why, listen, we're not going to amplify extreme voices. We're going to keep you grounded. This is a human event. Whatever it becomes, it starts as a human event.
We've got a caller who says there's one hovering directly over her apartment building. Female caller, line 8.
Female caller. Michael takes it. Patch her Ed.
You're on Red Zone. This is Michael. What's your name?
Maria. I'm in Queens. I'm on my roof. I shouldn't be, but I am. And it's right there. It's like it's parked over us.
Maria, first thing, can you get to a safer spot? Roofs are risky, even on a normal day.
I know. My kids are inside. They're begging me to come back in. Michael, I needed to see it with my own eyes. I needed to know I wasn't imagining it.
You're not imagining it. The president confirmed it. It's real. And I need you safe.
It's beautiful and terrifying. It's so quiet that it makes the whole neighborhood quiet. Even the city sounds feel far away.
That quiet can feel heavy.
Yes, and this is going to sound crazy, but it feels like it knows we're looking at it.
Careful. A lot of people are describing a sense of presence. That might be fear, that might be awe, that might be our brains trying to make meaning.
Emotional. My daughter asked me, are they friendly? And I didn't know what to say. What do I say?
Vulnerable, honest. You say the truth that doesn't break her. You say we don't know yet. You say we're watching carefully. You say people are trying to communicate. And you say no matter what, you're together.
Sobbing. I keep thinking about school, about bills, about my little dumb problems, and now I feel stupid for caring.
You're not stupid. Those problems were real yesterday. They're still real today. This is just bigger. And when something is bigger, it makes everything else feel small. That's normal.
Okay, I'm going inside.
Good. Please do. And hug your kids. Seriously.
Thank you.
Mike,
Yeah,
people are going to remember that question. Are they friendly?
that's the question.
Another update. Borders closing in some places. Airlines grounding flights in multiple countries. That's coming through international reports.
Not necessarily because of hostility. Sometimes it's because nobody wants thousands of aircraft in the sky when something unknown is sharing airspace.
But the effect is the same. The world is freezing its normal movement.
Exactly.
And reports are coming in that some objects are emitting a low-frequency hum. People say they feel it more than hear it.
We can't confirm that universally. But we've now heard it from multiple independent callers and multiple cities.
Which, if true, means it's not just visual. It's physical.
And that shifts people from wow to this is affecting my body. It's 11:40 a.m. Eastern. If you told me at 6 a.m. that before lunch I'd be reading a presidential confirmation that something not of terrestrial origin is above our cities, I'd have laughed at you.
I would have told you to drink water and take a nap.
And now we're here.
And the scientific community is mobilizing. International response. Coordination. Trying to construct communication. Math. Patterns. Something universal.
Which might be the most human thing possible. We look up at something unknown and our first instinct is to try to talk.
And also to stockpile toilet paper.
Yeah, both can be true.
Mike, do you feel it? Like the world is split into before this morning and after this morning.
I do. And I keep thinking, every argument, every petty thing, every routine just got interrupted by reality.
And we're trying to do a radio show like it's normal.
We're doing it because people need a line to hold on to. If your phone doesn't work, if your internet doesn't load, if you're sitting in traffic with your hands sweating on the steering wheel, radio is something you can still hear. That matters.
And it's going to matter more if communications keep getting worse.
Exactly. Here's where we are at the end of this section. We have official confirmation. These objects are real. They are present worldwide. They are described by the president as not of terrestrial origin. We have growing reports of interference and physical sensation near some objects. We have military perimeters forming, and public systems reacting. Markets pausing. Travel freezing. Stores getting hit with panic buying. We have religious voices rising. We have scientists scrambling to prepare a structured attempt at communication.
And we have the same question sitting in every home, every car, every classroom. What happens next?
Because the sky didn't just surprise us.
It changed the rules.
It's 11:59 a.m. Eastern. You're on Red Zone Radio.
And in the next hours, humanity is going to try to reach out.
And we're going to find out if anything reaches back.
12:01 p.m. Eastern. You're on Red Zone Radio. I'm Michael Hale.
I'm Jenny Torres, and if you're just joining, we're past the point of pretending this is a quirky morning story.
Quick recap. Strange geometric objects, confirmed, worldwide, hovering over major cities and multiple rural locations. The president has publicly stated they are not of terrestrial origin. Communications are strained. Cell networks are glitchy in areas near the objects. People are scared. People are staring. People are trying to act normal. And failing.
And the question that's eating everyone alive is still the same. What do they want?
We don't know, but we do have the first sign that humans are trying to do something besides panic buy water.
And the focused NASA and international partners are reportedly attempting structured communication.
The simplest shared language we've got is math. That's what they're going with. Mathematical sequences, prime numbers, patterns that don't happen by accident.
It's like holding up a sign that says, "We're here. We can think."
And if you're listening and that idea makes your stomach flip, you're not alone. Because it's one thing to know something unknown is in the sky. It's another thing to watch humanity tap the glass and wait for a tap back.
And we're doing it at lunchtime on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Mike, Jenny, station management wants a clean rundown, no speculation. They're getting complaints that we sound too intense.
Tell them the sky being occupied by non-terrestrial objects is intense by default. We're staying calm, but we're not lying.
Copy. Also, half the staff they're asking if they can leave. People are getting messages from family. It's turning into that kind of day.
We'll address that. We're staying on air as long as we can. People need this line.
But staff are human too.
I know.
Update coming in. NASA's joint team is broadcasting mathematical sequences toward the objects.
We're not playing audio clips. We're not doing sensational stuff. We're just telling you a deliberate, structured message is going out.
And in multiple cities, people are reporting the objects are reacting with light patterns, like changes.
Reacting is a loaded word. Let's say people report the lights are shifting in a way that looks patterned.
It's hard not to hear that as a response.
Yeah, it's hard.
We have a female caller who says she's part of a university linguistics and math group that's been pulled into an emergency decoding effort. Line 1.
Female caller, Michael takes it. Patch her through. You're on Red Zone. This is Michael. What's your name?
Dr. Asha Patel. I work in computational linguistics and applied mathematics. I'm calling because, without revealing details I'm not authorized to reveal, there is a serious international effort right now to interpret the patterns we're seeing.
When you say patterns, you mean the reported light sequences and the reported signal sequences?
Yes, multiple channels. Some are visual, some are electromagnetic. And the first thing teams do in a situation like this is ask, is it structured in a way that implies intelligence, or are humans projecting meaning on randomness?
And what's your read?
We can't be definitive yet, but the preliminary impression among people who are not easily impressed is, it's too clean to be random.
Too clean.
When you see repeating intervals, symmetry, and consistent escalation patterns across multiple sites, it suggests intentional encoding. That doesn't prove motive, it doesn't prove friendliness, it proves deliberateness.
People are asking, why math? Like, why not send English?
Because English is local, math is universal. If I showed you a sequence of prime numbers, you could recognize it even if you didn't speak my language. That's why many first contact frameworks, hypothetical frameworks, start there.
Hypothetical frameworks aren't hypothetical anymore.
No, they're not.
Are you personally involved in sending messages or only analysis?
Analysis. But I can say this. The goal is to establish a minimal mutual recognition without escalating fear. You send something simple that says, "We can think." You wait. You observe. You don't overwhelm.
Some people listening here send a message and they think we're poking something dangerous.
That fear is rational. But there's a counterpoint. If something capable of being everywhere is already here, the idea that we can hide is not realistic. Communication can reduce misunderstanding. Silence can be interpreted too.
That's the part that keeps me up even though it's noon.
Michael, we're trying to avoid the worst human habit, turning unknown into enemy before we have evidence. But we're also trying to avoid naivete. Caution and contact can coexist.
That's a good line. Caution and contact.
And one more thing. Tell people something practical. Don't rush toward the objects. Data matters, but safety matters more.
We've been saying that all day.
Keep saying it. People are emotional. They're not thinking clearly.
Dr. Patel, thank you.
Please keep your broadcast steady. It matters.
Too clean to be random. That's the kind of phrase that changes your breathing.
Yep.
And now we're getting reports of some objects descending lower. Not landing, not touching down, but hovering closer to buildings in some cities.
Which increases fear and increases interference.
We're hearing radio is one of the few reliable ways people are getting information in some areas.
Which means we're staying on air, no matter what.
Mike, just so you know, our engineer says the interference is creeping closer. We're stable for now, but the signal strength is fluctuating.
Tell him to do whatever he has to do to keep us up.
People are arguing in the hall. Half want to go home. Half think we should stay because we're needed. It's getting personal.
Bring them in if you need to. We'll address it on air if it becomes a safety issue. But I don't want to dramatize our own building when the whole country is...
When the whole species is.
Yeah.
Another update. Witnesses are reporting they can see movement inside translucent sections of the craft.
That's not confirmed. That's witness reports.
But we're hearing it from multiple places now.
If true, that means we're not just looking at objects. We're looking at presence.
And the human brain is not built to casually absorb that. We have a report coming in. Military jets have been escorted away by smaller craft. No aggression, but clear boundary.
Escorted away.
That's the word being used. Like, jets approach, smaller objects appear, and the jets back off.
That's not an attack. That's a message.
Uneasy. We decide the distance.
Yeah, exactly. If you're listening right now and you're feeling like you can't focus on your job, your errands, your lunch, yeah, that's normal. It's like your nervous system is waiting for the next shoe to drop.
And it's not even a shoe. It's the universe.
It's the universe knocking.
Or standing outside your window.
Guys, reports of looting in some areas. Also, prayer vigils forming in others. Social strain is showing up already.
That tracks. You get fear, you get scarcity behavior, you get faith behavior. You get anger, you get denial. The full human menu.
And people arguing online like they always do. Except now the stakes feel cosmic.
Which is why, again, keep your head. Don't join mobs. Don't rush stores. Don't drive like the roads are a battlefield.
And check on your neighbors. That's the only good habit humans have in a crisis. Mike, we should acknowledge something else. We're being told by multiple sources that electromagnetic interference is increasing. In some places, phones and internet are nearly useless, which means radio is becoming, again, an anchor.
And we're not going to waste that by chasing rumors. We're going to tell you what we know and admit what we don't.
And we're going to be honest about how we feel too, because people can hear when you're faking calm.
Yeah. 12:47 p.m. Eastern. I want to share something personal without turning this into therapy hour. I just got a text from my daughter.
Is she okay?
She's scared. She's at school. They're trying to keep routine. And she wrote, "Dad, do you know what they are?"
Oh.
I don't know what to write back, because the honest answer is no, and the father answer is it's going to be okay, and I can't fully prove either one.
Tell her you love her. Tell her she's safe right now. Tell her you're listening, and you'll pick her up if you need to.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
My sister in LA texted again too. She said the thing over their city is lower now. She said people are standing in streets like they forgot traffic exists.
That's dangerous.
I told her to get inside.
Good.
Guys, staff situation update. 2 producers left. One of the interns is crying. Engineer says we might have to switch to backup power if the grid fluctuates again.
Tim, we don't have time for internal panic. Tell them, anyone who needs to go, go. I'm not trapping people here.
But we need enough to keep broadcasting.
Then the ones who stay, stay because they choose it.
Okay.
Okay. 1:03 p.m. Eastern. Something is changing.
Yeah, we're getting the same word from multiple cities. Opening.
People are describing structures extending from the objects, like panels unfolding, like geometry rearranging.
Again, witness reports, but widespread.
And people are reacting emotionally in ways that are hard to explain. Some say they feel peace. Some say they feel dread. Some say they feel like their brain is being pressed.
Overwhelming emotional response near the craft. That's being reported.
Which could be psychological. Or it could be something else.
Something else.
Male caller on line 5. He says he's near the object in Central Park perimeter. Line 5.
Mail caller, Jenny takes it. Patch him in.
You're on Red Zone. Jenny here. What's your name?
Eddie, Jenny, I'm a couple blocks from Central Park. They've got barricades, soldiers, the whole thing, but people are still pressing in.
Eddie, are you safe where you are?
I think so. I'm not pushing forward, but I can see the craft over the trees, and this sounds insane. Being near it makes you feel emotional, like your eyes water for no reason.
You're not the first person to report that. Do you hear anything?
Not like a sound, more like a pressure, like standing near a huge subwoofer, but you don't hear music, you just feel the air.
Focused. Are people trying to cross the perimeter?
Some are, and soldiers are yelling at them to stop, but people are acting like they're hypnotized, like they need to get closer to prove something to themselves.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, and here's the wild part. There's like a shimmer wall. People who try to push past, they hit something invisible. They stumble back like they ran into glass.
An invisible barrier?
Yeah, no one's getting through. Some people are crying because they can't. Some people are yelling, but it's not violent. It's like the craft is saying no without moving.
That's a boundary.
Exactly. And now, Jenny, people's phones are lighting up. Everyone's phones. At once.
Frozen. What do you mean lighting up?
Like alerts, screens, something's happening. Everyone just looked down at the same time, like a wave.
Tense. Okay, Eddie, stay with me. Tell me what you see on your screen.
Shaking. It's not words. It's symbols. It's sequences. Numbers. Like math.
Eddie, thank you. Step back from the crowd, get somewhere safe, and stay there. Call us back if you can.
Jenny, it feels like they're talking.
Okay. Thank you, Eddie.
Every device.
Eddie just said what we're seeing here, too. Everyone in the building. Phones, computers, screens are showing the same thing.
Not just phones. TV monitors. A laptop in the studio. Everything. Like, no matter what network you're on, it found you.
This is real. This is it.
Controlled. Emotional. Everybody breathe. If you're driving, keep driving. If you're at home, sit down. If you're at work, don't run into the street. Just look at what you're seeing and listen.
It's mathematical. It looks like proofs, like sequences that aren't random.
Amazed. That's what the experts said would be the first step. Something universal. Something that says, we're intelligent.
So that's the message.
Or the introduction.
Guys, emergency session is live. Leaders are visible. Everyone looks wrecked, like they haven't blinked in hours.
Okay, that's our second official piece. We acknowledge it. We don't drown in it.
They're trying to coordinate response, construct a reply. But how do you reply to something that can reach every screen on Earth at once?
You do it carefully.
Reports now. Objects worldwide are extending structures, like opening, like preparing something.
And people are approaching despite warnings.
Some are being turned back by barriers, like Eddie described. Others are stopping at distance and just crying.
Because it's too big.
Because it's too big for the brain.
I just got another text from my daughter.
What did she say?
She wrote, "Dad, is the world ending or beginning?"
Oh my God.
And I don't know. I genuinely don't know because it feels like both. It feels like the end of the world we understood and the beginning of a world we can't picture yet.
Tell her you're here. Tell her you love her. Tell her she's safe right now.
I will.
Power grid is fluctuating again. Engineer says we're okay, but it's not stable.
Keep us up, whatever it takes.
Water systems, power systems, everything is under strain because people are reacting all at once.
Civilization is a delicate machine. It doesn't like sudden shocks.
1:52 p.m. Eastern. Here's what we know in this moment. Humanity attempted contact using mathematical sequences. Reports indicate the objects responded with patterned light. Electromagnetic interference is worsening, and radio is becoming one of the most reliable ways to stay connected in some areas. There are witness reports of movement inside translucent sections of the craft. Military jets have reportedly been escorted away by smaller craft, without aggression but with clear boundaries. Social strain is rising, some communities fracturing, some gathering to pray, some panicking.
And then, something unprecedented. Every device, every screen, everywhere received the same structured signal, mathematical proof of intelligence, introduced globally, all at once.
The objects are extending structures, opening, preparing. The UN is in emergency session. Experts worldwide are trying to interpret and craft a response. People are approaching despite warnings, some turned back by invisible barriers.
And families are texting each other the same question in 1,000 different forms. What do we do now?
Soft, Mike. It feels like we're standing on a cliff edge as a species.
Yeah, and we can't see what's below.
Tense, but we're about to.
Controlled. 59 p.m. Eastern. You're on Red Zone Radio. We're still here. We're still talking. We're still listening.
Overwhelmed. And in the next hours, it won't just be lights in the sky.
Controlled. It'll be something closer.
Tense and exhausted. 2:03 p.m. Eastern. You're still on Red Zone Radio. I'm Michael Hale. Shaken, trying to steady. I'm Jenny Torres. And if you're just tuning in now, I need you to understand the emotional temperature of the country right now. It's not panic everywhere. It's not calm everywhere. It's split. Streets full in some places, empty in others. People praying, people yelling, people frozen.
Controlled. Quick recap. We had global confirmation of non-terrestrial objects. We had worsening interference. We had reports of structured signals and patterned responses. And about an hour ago, every device, everywhere, received the same mathematical style broadcast. That's where we left it.
And now, the next phase has started.
Controlled. Landings.
Breathing hard. Multiple reports. Objects descending to ground level in designated areas. Not every city, but enough that it's like a coordinated plan.
Measured. And when we say designated, we mean open spaces, large parks, wide plazas, areas that appear to have been chosen deliberately.
Tense. Central Park is one. Out in LA, people are reporting one near a large open complex. Chicago, too. Multiple cities.
Controlled. And if you're sitting in your car right now thinking, I need to drive to see it, I'm going to say this once and then I'll say it again later. Don't. Do not drive into crowded zones. Do not become an extra emergency for an emergency system that's already overwhelmed.
Firm. Emergency services are slammed. Accidents, stress collapses, crowd surges, people fainting, people getting hurt because they're not watching where they're stepping.
Tired. This is not a spectator sport.
Tim, Jenny, our network line is unstable again. Some affiliates are dropping. Internet in the city it's basically gone for a lot of people.
So we're becoming a main line for a lot of listeners. Then we act like it. We keep it clean.
Also, field reporter Alicia is trying to get through. Her signal keeps cutting in and out, but she's near the Central Park zone.
Patch her if you can.
This is Alicia. I'm near the perimeter, and Michael, Jenny, it's down lower now. Like, it's not in the sky the way it was. It's low enough that people are screaming when they see it.
Alicia, are you safe?
I'm staying back. Military's doubled the line. People keep trying to push forward and then they hit that shimmer barrier and stumble back. It's like watching waves crash on invisible glass.
Describe the craft.
It's geometric. It's not like a saucer. It's sharp, clean, like someone cut a shape out of the sky and lowered it into the park. And the worst part is, it's not loud. It's quiet. That makes it feel like it's not using effort.
Any sign of entities?
Not confirmed. People are claiming they saw movement, but I can't verify. I can only tell you what's happening in the crowd. Some people are cheering like it's a parade, and some people are sobbing, and some are on their knees praying, and some are just staring like their brains shut off.
That matches what we're hearing nationwide. Celebration, fear, religious fervor, denial, everything at once.
And emergency services are overwhelmed here. I saw medics dealing with someone who collapsed. Another person tricked and got stepped on. It's not violent like a riot. It's chaotic like a stampede waiting to happen.
Firm. Alicia, if that crowd shifts, you move first. Don't try to be a hero.
I will. And listen, people's phones here are dead. Like dead. They can't call, they can't text. They're relying on whoever still has radio.
Understood. Alicia, keep your line open as long as you can.
I'll try.
It's down in Central Park.
And we're hearing the same kind of dissent in multiple cities.
And now the internet collapsing in parts of New York makes this feel like the old world vanished and we're back to radios and word of mouth.
Which means the responsibility is heavier.
Another update. There are reports of scanning lights sweeping over parts of cities. People are panicking because they don't know what it does.
Sweeping light?
We have to phrase this carefully. Reports indicate some crafts are emitting a moving light across surrounding areas. Purpose unknown.
That's enough to trigger fear instantly.
Because people think weapon, or abduction, or testing.
Or judgment.
Or judgment.
We've got a mail caller who says he's NYPD adjacent. He's at an emergency staging point. Line 2.
Mail caller goes to Jenny. Patch him through.
You're on Red Zone. Jenny here. What's your name?
Ramon. I'm on duty. I can't speak officially. I'm not giving you sensitive details. I'm telling you what it feels like on the ground.
Tell me what you're seeing, Ramon.
We're overwhelmed. Calls are stacking. People aren't just calling about the craft. They're calling about each other. Neighbors fighting, someone trying to break into a store, someone's kid missing in a crowd, people having medical episodes from stress.
Are you getting clear instructions?
Frustrated. Instructions change every 10 minutes. It's hold the line, then it's pull back, then it's keep people calm. How do you keep people calm when the sky is parked in your city?
Are people approaching despite warnings?
Constantly. Some are brave, some are stupid, some are desperate. And when they hit that invisible barrier, they panic. Then the crowd panics. Then you get a surge.
Firm. Any sign of aggression from the craft?
Low. Not aggression, but boundaries, like you said earlier. It's like it decides the rules of distance. We can't do anything about that.
Quiet. And that's terrifying for people used to feeling in control.
Yeah, exactly. We're used to being able to put tape somewhere and say stop. This thing puts nothing there, and people still stop because they can't go further.
Firm. Ramon, thank you. Please stay safe.
Low. Tell people to stay home if they can. They're making it worse.
Firm. We will. Thank you.
Tell people to stay home if they can. That's the cleanest advice we've heard.
And it's also the hardest for humans to follow because people want to witness it.
People want proof, even when proof is already in the sky.
Mike, staff is arguing again. Some want to leave. They're saying there's a craft descending near our block.
Okay, breathe. Tim, confirm before you say that on air.
I'm confirming through 2 separate reports. People outside the building are pointing. Security says there's a visible descent pattern not far.
Mike, if something lands near our building...
We keep broadcasting unless it's unsafe. That's the plan.
That's easy to say until the thing is close enough to.
I know. 2:30 p.m. Eastern. We're getting confirmed reports that multiple crafts are now at ground level in designated zones. We're getting unverified but widespread witness descriptions of entities near some craft. We are not describing those entities as fact until we have consistent, credible confirmation.
But we can tell you the public reaction is splitting. Some people are celebrating, some are terrified, some are convinced this is spiritual, some are convinced it's military deception, and some are just numb.
And Red Zone Radio is staying on air because communication is failing in places and people are relying on whatever still works.
Which is often this. Another update. Scanning light reports are spreading. People say the light passes over streets, buildings, crowds. Purpose unclear. Some panic, some describe it as cleansing.
We cannot confirm cleansing. We can confirm people are seeing light emissions and feeling intense emotional responses.
And some people are treating those lights like a sign, like it means something about them personally.
Humans personalize cosmic events. It's what we do.
Alicia's back. She says there's visual confirmation of entities. Multiple reporters are using the same language.
Same language how?
Non-human figures. Tall. Movement not like ours. No direct physical contact.
Okay, we state it like that. Visual confirmation of non-human entities has been reported by multiple on-scene sources. We do not embellish.
I can't believe we're saying that out loud.
I can't either. 3:05 p.m. Eastern. Multiple credible on-scene sources are now reporting the first visual confirmation of entities, non-human figures, near some of the landed crafts. Descriptions vary, but the consistent point is they are not human.
No direct physical contact has been reported yet, but scientific teams are approaching with communication devices.
And public reaction is unstable. Some people are trying to rush the sites to be there. Others are trying to flee the cities. Traffic is gridlocked in many places.
Emergency services can't do everything. Please, for the love of God, don't create a situation where medics have to choose between you and someone who's actually dying.
Yeah.
We've got a male caller who says he's in a city where the internet is basically gone and radio is the only thing people are using. Line 4.
Male caller, Jenny takes it.
You're on Red Zone. Jenny here. Name?
Travis, I'm in Midtown. It's like the internet died. People are standing outside stores trying to refresh their phones like it's a ritual. Nothing loads. Texts don't go through. Everyone's asking, what are you hearing on the radio, like it's 1962?
That's consistent with what we're hearing. Interference plus overload.
It's more than overload. It's like near the craft zones, everything just drops. And people are getting scared because they can't reach family.
Are people staying calm?
No. Some are calm. Some are losing it. I saw 2 guys almost fight because one said it's the end times and the other said it's a prank. Like, how are we arguing about this when it's literally in the sky?
Because arguing is how some people avoid fear.
Yeah. And Jenny, there's another thing. I saw a sweep of light across the avenue. People screamed. Then some people started crying. But not like scared crying. Like relief crying.
Relief?
Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. Like they felt lighter. And then they looked embarrassed for feeling that.
Thank you, Travis. Stay somewhere safe. Don't go toward crowds.
I'm staying put. I just thank you for being on.
We're here. Thank you.
Relief crying. That's going to confuse a lot of people.
Because fear is expected. Relief isn't. Not right now.
Tim, engineer says our signal is fluctuating harder. We might lose network feed completely and become isolated.
Then we become isolated and keep talking. That's the job.
Mike, staff are saying they want to go. Tim says half our staff already left earlier. Now more are packing up.
Anyone who needs to go, go. But I'm staying. Jenny?
I'm staying, as long as we can.
Okay. 3:40 p.m. Eastern. We're receiving reports that one of the crafts has descended closer to our area. We are not giving specific street details because we do not want crowds. But we can tell you we are aware, we are watching, and we are continuing to broadcast.
People in the building are texting family. Some are leaving, and I'm not judging them. I just want to say that out loud.
Me neither.
But, Mike, if it's near us, that means the perimeter approach, the scientific teams, the public pressure. Everything might happen here, too.
Then we do what we've been doing. Calm voice, clean facts, no spiraling.
Okay.
4:02 p.m. Eastern. New development. First physical contact has been reported between a human representative and one of the visitors, an equivalent of a handshake or greeting gesture.
Images are spreading. Proof is undeniable. This isn't a debate anymore.
We're not describing the images in detail beyond what's confirmed. A human figure, a non-human figure, close proximity, no visible aggression, and a clear moment of contact.
This is the moment every conspiracy argument dies. This is the moment denial loses its oxygen.
And the world has to reorganize itself around a new fact.
Network line just dropped. We're not receiving the main feed. We're cut off? We're isolated. We're on our own signal, but we don't have the network pipeline.
Okay, then we operate like a standalone station. We relay what we can verify locally and through remaining wire channels if any still come in. Tim, keep trying to reestablish, but we do not go silent.
So we're an island now.
Then we're a loud island.
Infrastructure is failing in multiple cities. Power outages, water systems under strain, communication sporadic. People are stuck between historic wonder and basic survival.
And in the middle of that, there's a report that translation technology, or some form of direct communication, has been established.
Some are calling it a translator device. Others are saying it feels telepathic, like the message lands in your head.
We cannot confirm mechanism. We can confirm multiple credible sources report that human representatives are receiving intelligible communication.
And then, this is key, the first words from the visitors are being broadcast globally.
Which means the next few minutes will define the rest of human history.
We have a mail caller who says he's near a contact zone and heard the broadcast firsthand, line 6.
Mail caller. Jenny takes it.
You're on red zone. Jenny here. Name?
Malik. I'm near the Central Park perimeter. Far back. But everyone's reacting like they just heard a voice from COD.
Did you hear an actual voice or see text?
It wasn't English at first. It was like tones. Then it turned into something understandable, like it slid into language. And people started crying. People started laughing. People just dropped to the ground.
What did it say, Malik, as close as you can remember?
It was short. It was like, "We are here." And then something like, "We have watched." And then, this is the part that made everyone go quiet. It said something like, "Do not fear," but not like a threat, like reassurance.
Did it explain why they're here?
Not clearly. It was ambiguous, like observation, like assistance, like warning, like invitation. I can't tell which, because my brain was melting.
That's a normal reaction.
People are treating it like salvation. Other people are screaming that it's deception, and the military is trying to keep order, but, Jenny, this is bigger than order.
Yeah, it is.
And there's something else, some kind of activity nearby. The ground, like, I felt it under my feet. People looked around like, "Did you feel that?"
Physical effects.
Yeah, and the craft is active, like it's doing something, and nobody knows if it's safe.
Firm. Malik, step back. Don't move toward it. Get distance. Get safety.
I'm moving away now. Thank you for being on. I'm scared.
I hear you. You're not alone. Thank you, Malik.
We are here. We have watched.
Do not fear. That's the core of what people will quote forever.
And the watched part is, Mike, that's the part that makes your skin crawl.
Because it implies history we didn't know we were living inside.
Power fluctuation again. Engineer says we're on backup for some systems.
Mike, did you just feel that?
I did, yes. That was a physical tremor.
That's craft activity near us?
We don't know. We do not guess. We acknowledge. We felt a vibration in the building, that's all.
Okay, but I'm not gonna pretend I'm fine.
Me neither. 4:35 p.m. Easton. Here is what's confirmed in this hour. Multiple crafts have descended to ground level in designated areas. First visual confirmations of non-human entities have been reported by multiple credible on-scene sources. First physical contact between a human representative and a visitor has been reported and corroborated by widely distributed imagery. And a first broadcast communication, short, structured, has been perceived globally.
Uneasy. Purpose remains intentionally unclear. Observation, assistance, warning, invitation. People are hearing different meanings, and that uncertainty is creating psychological shock.
Some people are celebrating in the streets. Some are catatonic. Some are praying. Some are looting. The public mind is splitting along whatever lines it already had.
Quiet, and we're isolated from the network now. Our station is operating as an island, which means if you're hearing us, it's because our local signal is still up.
And we're keeping it up.
Focused. Reports say translation is improving. Communication is becoming clearer. People are saying it's not just words, it's meaning. Like the message arrives as understanding.
Cautious. Which could be advanced translation tech. Which could be psychological projection. Which could be something beyond our categories. We do not know.
Tense, but the effect is real. People believe they are being addressed.
Low. And when people believe the universe is addressing them, they don't act normal.
Another staff update. Security says there's activity on our block. People outside are pointing. Some are running.
Tim, keep security tight. Keep crowds away from the building if you can. We're not a contact zone. We're a radio station.
Copy.
4:55 p.m. Eastern. If you're listening right now, and you feel like you can't breathe, take a slow breath. Your body is reacting to something it was never trained to process. That doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're human.
And if you're someone who feels oddly calm or oddly peaceful, don't shame yourself for that either. People are having very different responses.
Because this isn't just an event. It's a rewrite of identity.
What does it mean to be human when you're not the only kind of mind that can look back?
That question is going to live with us now. Here's where we are at 5 p.m. Eastern. The visitors have descended. They have been seen. They have made contact. They have communicated in a way that's being interpreted globally. And the world around those facts is fraying. Communications failing, infrastructure straining, crowds surging, emergency services overwhelmed.
And now the next question is the one that follows every introduction. What comes after the greeting?
Because if "we are here" is the opening line,
then the next line is the one that changes everything.
You're on Red Zone Radio.
And we don't know yet if tomorrow looks like hope, or like something we're not ready for.
5:03 p.m. Eastern. You're still with Red Zone Radio. I'm Michael Hale.
I am Jenny Torres, and I don't know how to say this without it sounding like a movie line, but the sun is starting to go down on the old version of the world.
Yeah, Earth 1.0, as one listener texted. And it would have sounded cheesy yesterday. Today it sounds accurate.
Quick recap for anyone just tuning in. Objects confirmed worldwide, not of terrestrial origin. Communication strained. Internet collapsing in parts of major cities. Multiple crafts descended into designated areas. Non-human entities were seen. First physical contact happened. A message was perceived globally. And now we're in the next stage. Communication is no longer just hints and math. It's conversation.
As much as it can be called conversation, it's still the biggest gap any mind has ever tried to cross. But we're hearing that full communication, meaningful exchange, is being established.
And that changes everything, because the moment you can exchange meaning, you can exchange intent.
The entire day has been, what is it, and what does it want? Now we're finally getting fragments of answers.
And those fragments are coming fast, and uneven, because the infrastructure is falling apart in places. Some cities have power, some don't. Some areas have cell service, some don't. Some people are hearing things in real time. Some are hearing it through rumors. Some are hearing it through radio, like right now.
Which is why we're going to be disciplined. We are not going to repeat every wild claim that comes in. We are going to share what is being widely corroborated across multiple sources.
Because people's hearts are racing right now. People are fragile, and rumor breaks fragile people.
Mike, engineer update. We're still on air, but we're running partial backup. Some systems are on generator. If the grid dips again, we could lose non-essential equipment.
As long as the microphone works, we're talking.
And if you're listening and you've lost internet, lost phone, lost everything else, just know you're not cut off from humanity. You're still here with us.
That matters.
New confirmed theme in multiple reports. The visitors are providing some kind of explanation. Not a full autobiography, not a here's our entire history, but broad purpose statements.
And those statements are being interpreted differently depending on who hears them and how they're delivered.
But the consistent thread we're hearing from multiple contact zones is the visitors describe themselves as having watched from a distance, and they're here now because we've reached a threshold.
A threshold.
That word is heavy because it implies we were being evaluated.
And that Earth was, this is the phrase being repeated, protected or quarantined until we hit that threshold.
That's hard for the human ego to swallow, the idea that we weren't fully free, or fully alone.
Or fully unseen.
And people are reacting to that in predictable ways. Some feel comforted, like we weren't abandoned. Some feel angry, like who gave you the right? Some feel terrified, like what are we part of?
And I think most people just feel small.
Yeah.
Another reported development, images, visual transmissions, not just math, not just a short message. People are reporting seeing what appears to be the visitor's home environment, home world visuals, and possibly glimpses of other civilizations.
And if you're hearing that and thinking that can't be real, I get it. But multiple contact zones are reporting the same thing. Structured visuals being shown to human representatives, then shared outward.
We are not describing those visuals in detail, because the details are inconsistent. But the existence of images of elsewhere is being repeated enough that it appears plausible.
And even the idea of that, just the idea, is enough to bend people's brains.
Because it's one thing to imagine life out there. It's another thing to see a picture of it.
Focused. We're also hearing a reported offer. And this is the part I want to say carefully, because the word offer triggers hope.
And hope can be as dangerous as fear if it makes people stop thinking.
Exactly. The reported offer some form of partnership, access to knowledge, maybe technology, maybe membership, if that word even applies, in a wider community.
A galactic community. That phrase is being used.
And we need to acknowledge we don't know the terms. We don't know the cost. We don't know what partnership means when one side can override every device on Earth like it's flipping a light switch.
But the fact that a peaceful offer is even being discussed is, if true, a shift away from the worst fears people had at sunrise.
It doesn't erase fear, but it changes its shape.
Controlled. Another rumor that's spreading hard. Reports of healing. People claiming illnesses improving near craft zones.
Unverified. We have to say that clearly. Unverified.
But widespread enough that it's becoming a major hope narrative, and hope narratives move crowds.
Which is why, if you're hearing healing near the craft, do not rush contact zones. Do not push into perimeters. Do not put yourself in danger because you're desperate.
Desperation makes people do heroic things and tragic things.
Focused. We do have a caller related to this. Male caller, line 3.
Quick. Male caller goes to Jenny. Patch him through.
Gentle, steady. You're on Red Zone. Jenny here. What's your name?
Daniel. Jenny? I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry. My son has leukemia. We've been in and out of hospitals for a year, and people are saying the visitors have medical technology. People are saying they can fix things. Is there Is there hope?
Daniel, I hear you. I really do. And I need to be honest with you in the kindest way. We do not have verified information that anyone has been healed. We have reports, we have rumors, we have people posting stories. That is not the same as confirmation.
I know, but Jenny, if there's even a chance, I understand why your mind goes there.
You've lived in a world where even a chance becomes your oxygen. But listen to me. Do not endanger yourself or your child chasing a rumor into a perimeter zone. Emergency systems are overwhelmed, crowds are unstable, and we don't know what exposure near these crafts does to the body.
So what do I do? Just wait.
Steady. You do what you've been doing. You keep your son safe, you keep him cared for, and you watch for official medical guidance. If the visitors are offering medical support, it will not happen through a stampede. It will happen through organized channels, hospitals, official coordination, vetted programs.
What if the channels don't move fast enough?
That's a real fear, but rushing into chaos doesn't speed up help. It usually delays it. The best thing you can do right now is stay reachable, stay informed, and protect your kid from the panic that's spreading. He asked me if the world is changing. It is. But tell him something true. People still love each other. You still love him. That part is stable, even when everything else isn't. Okay. Daniel, if you can, connect with your medical team. They will be tracking official health guidance as it develops. And please take care of yourself too. Parents burn out when hope spikes like this.
Thank you for not laughing at me.
Never. Not this. Not you. Thank you for calling.
That's the emotional center of today. People hearing visitors and immediately thinking, can they fix what we couldn't?
And it's not wrong to hope. It's just dangerous to let hope turn into chaos.
Yeah.
Another update. World governments are announcing a unified response framework. They're calling it unprecedented cooperation. They're trying to centralize communication so different countries don't send conflicting messages.
That's our one official coordination mention, and it matters, because mixed signals from humans could be misread by non-humans.
The first time the world truly needs to speak with one voice, and we're the species that argues about everything.
We're going to learn fast. 5:40 p.m. Eastern. People are stepping outside to look at the sunset and realizing there's something else in the sky with it. Some places still have power. Some places are dark. Some places are lit by normal streetlights, and some are lit by whatever glow these crafts cast.
And it's strange. Kids are reacting differently than adults.
Yeah, we're hearing that too. Children asking questions, not collapsing into dread. It's like their brains are more flexible.
Adults have to grieve a worldview. Kids just update it.
That's a good way to put it.
New confirmed trend. More craft activity is being reported. Not aggression, movement. And the visitors are indicating, again, as reported through contact channels, that more craft are coming.
More are coming can sound like a threat if you're scared.
Or it can sound like migration, integration, continuation.
And the phrase being repeated is peaceful. Peaceful presence. Peaceful expansion. Peaceful contact.
But even peace is overwhelming at this scale.
Yeah, peace can still break a city's power grid. 6:02 p.m. Eastern. We've crossed the 12-hour mark since this began as a weird morning story. And here's where we stand at sunset on Earth 1.0.
Full communication is being established in structured ways. The visitors are sharing some explanation of who they are and why they came. A partnership offer is being discussed. Technology, knowledge, some form of connection beyond Earth.
The idea that Earth was protected or quarantined until a threshold has entered the public consciousness. Images of other worlds are being reported as shared. Unverified healing stories are spreading hope and risk. Governments are coordinating a unified response.
And Red Zone Radio is still on air, on partial backup power, because in a lot of places, radio is one of the only stable lines left.
That's the end of the daylight portion of human history as we knew it.
And now night is coming.
6:18 p.m. Eastern. If you're still listening, you're one of the people who didn't look away today.
And if you did look away, if you had to take a break, if your mind couldn't hold it, That's normal, too. People are protecting themselves the only way they know how.
New development. Reports indicate environmental repairs are beginning in some areas. Atmospheric cleaning that's visible, like changes in the sky itself.
People describing it as, the air looks clearer, the haze is gone, the skyline looks sharper, like someone cleaned a window you didn't know was dirty.
We cannot confirm mechanism, but multiple cities report visible changes in air quality around craft activity.
And that's triggering a different emotion than fear. It's triggering wonder and suspicion, both.
People don't trust gifts without understanding the giver. Tim, Mike, security got reports that a group of volunteers is being assembled in one contact zone to board a craft for cultural exchange. It's early, it's controlled, and it's being presented as voluntary.
Volunteers boarding.
That's the first step into tomorrow moment.
Uneasy. And it's going to split public opinion instantly. Some will call them brave. Some will call them reckless. Some will call them chosen. Some will call them traitors. Humans will human.
But it tracks with the reported offer. Partnership implies exchange.
Focused. Another change. The station is receiving messages from around the world. Not calls, because calls are hard now, but messages through any channel that still works. People describing the same emotions in different languages.
Fear, awe, disbelief, hope.
And a weird kind of togetherness. Like if the whole planet is under the same sky event, you can't pretend your problems are only local anymore.
Yeah.
Professional. We have a mail caller, line 7. He says he's with a group that can see a craft-lit sky in his city, and he wants to know if we're still broadcasting tomorrow. Mail caller goes to Jenny. Patch him. You're on Red Zone. Jenny here. Name?
Omar. Jenny, I just need to hear a human voice. I'm in Chicago. Power flickered twice. Internet's dead. People are sitting in their cars with radios on like it's wartime. Are you staying on?
Omar, yes. As long as we can. As long as we have any power, any signal, any breath, we're staying on.
Thank you. Because my kids keep asking what happens next, and I don't know how to answer without scaring them.
Tell them the truth. In small pieces. Tonight, the world is still here. You're still here. Their bed is still their bed. Tomorrow will bring more information. But tonight is for staying close and staying steady.
They're not as scared as I am.
Kids adapt fast. Adults carry old maps in their head. Old maps are heavy.
Are we safe?
I can't promise perfect safety. Nobody can today. What I can say is, there is no confirmed hostile action being reported in the contact zones, and the visitors are being described as setting boundaries, not attacking. That's the best honest answer.
Okay, thank you. Please keep talking.
We will. Thank you for calling, Omar. Keep your family close.
Please keep talking. That's what today turns into.
Yeah.
7:10 p.m. Eastern. The city lights are on in some blocks, off in others. The sky has a presence in it that doesn't feel like weather. And people are realizing something. This isn't a single event that ends at midnight.
This is a new era.
And the visitors, according to reported communications, are indicating more craft will arrive. Peaceful migration and integration beginning.
Integration is a huge word. It implies time. It implies policies. It implies culture. It implies the slow, messy process of humans trying to adapt to a reality that outpaces us.
And it implies tomorrow isn't back to normal. It's build a new normal.
Staff decision point. We can keep broadcasting through the night with the team we have, but if the generator fails, we have to choose what equipment stays on.
Keep the microphones and the transmitter alive. Everything else is optional.
We're really doing this.
Yeah, we are. 7:45 p.m. Eastern. A note for parents. Children are adapting. That's being reported everywhere. Some kids are scared, yes, but many are curious. Many are less afraid than adults. If you're an adult listening and you feel ashamed that your kid is calmer than you, don't. Adults have more to lose in their heads. Kids are just present.
And if you're alone tonight and you're hearing this from a quiet apartment or a parked car, please remember, isolation is a feeling, not a fact. You're part of the same human story as everyone else right now.
A shared day.
Reports confirm. First human volunteers have boarded a craft for cultural exchange.
That is the clearest sign that the visitors are not here just to hover and vanish.
And it's also the moment the world says, okay, this isn't a mystery in the sky anymore. It's an interaction.
Quiet. Face to face. Step by step. 8:20 p.m. Eastern. We need to say this plainly. Humanity's cosmic isolation is over. Whether that becomes the best thing that ever happened to us or the hardest thing we ever survived, nobody knows tonight.
But what we do know is, people are still people. We still love our families. We still help strangers. We still panic sometimes. We still pray. We still argue. We still laugh at bad jokes because our brains need relief.
Softly. And we're still broadcasting.
The old world is gone, but that doesn't mean the new world can't be built with something good in it.
Reflective. To everyone listening. In New York. Across America. And wherever else a radio can reach. Keep your radios on. Keep your people close. Keep your head.
And if there's anyone out there listening too, anyone who isn't human, then this is us. This is what we sound like.
This is Michael Hale, still broadcasting from Red Zone Radio, on the most important day in human history.
This is Jenny Torres. We're still here. Still telling your stories. Still connecting you. Reflective.
12 hours ago, we were joking about traffic.
Softly. Now we're learning how to live in a universe that has neighbors.
Tomorrow,
We
figure out what comes next.
together. Keep your radios on. We're not going anywhere.